Hello, my beautiful soul family, my soul friends, my upcoming soul tribe. I'm calling out to you. I am very new to the whole YouTube scene. This is my first video. But I was compelled to do this. I have been being called and compelled to do this. I do read tarot for others for a living. I've been doing this for about 2 years now, reading. It did get me through the darkest night of the soul this past year during the most contentious divorce. Tarot for me has allowed me to maintain perspective in some instances, or change my perspective when needed. It's been very honest with me, and it's done more with me, or for me, in this past year, that I've taken it more seriously than 15 years of therapy could ever even touch. And I know that, again, I've been called to do this, to post, to reach more people, then encouraged by my clients, and called again, and then encouraged again, and then called again. And each time I'm called or encouraged, I find myself questioning myself. I find myself wondering, who am I? You know, I didn't feel like I was anybody. But then the universe then asked me, well, who are you to deny? Who are you to deny the messages that are meant for others? Who are you to deny this beautiful gift that I have given you? Who are you to deny the help that was given to you from someone else who might actually really need it? And when put in that perspective, again, because, you know, the universe is always putting things in such a clear perspective, when you just open your heart to listen, who am I indeed? So this message might not be for everybody. It might just be for one singular person, but if my message reaches one singular person and it helps them in any way, then I've done my job. Now, this is my first video, my first creation, my first step out onto this scene with this. I don't do social media at all, so I apologize. I'm sure the sound quality is terrible. I'm sure, you know, there's nothing fancy here. There's no frills, no thrills. It's just me and a communication or a conversation with the divine, God, the universe, consciousness, zero, whatever you call creator, whatever you call them, they, he, she, God, goddess, it's all the same. It's universal consciousness. It's all the same. And we are from and of universal consciousness. We are co-creators in this. We are on a journey down here to learn, to get us closer to. So apparently this is my journey. Apparently this message is meant for someone out here. So I did pull some cards already. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and go over that now with all the love, strength, and guidance that apparently I'm being told I have to do this for you. So already, as soon as I turned on and hit record, I just kind of felt like crying. And I know some of that is just tapping into my own soul's journey, talking about a little bit of my own history here. But there's somebody out there, or a collective of you out there, that is feeling very heavy, very heart weary, kind of feeling I'm starting to well up again. Very, Seven of Cups is out here, Seven of Cups. So much cup energy. Your first pull here was all cups. We have your Four of Cups here. You know, we have your Queen of Cups here, which we'll get to, my beautiful queens. We have your Three of Cups here with your playful spirits, and your Seven of Cups in reverse. Now, not everybody does reversals. I tend to me, reversals are, the potential for that energy is there. But there is either a block or a different direction that you're looking. But Four of Cups is, first of all, let's just back up a little bit. Cups is water energy. Cups is your emotional state. Okay. So when I see Four of Cups, and in this image, you'll see like Two of Cups is like your Lover's card. Everyone thinks that the Lover's card is like meant for like lovers, like romance, and that's not the Lover's card. Lovers is like that union between the masculine and feminine in your own being. It's like you are in alignment is what the Lover's card actually is. The Two of Cups, however, is the Lover's card that we would think of as romance, soulmate energy. And so we have the Four of Cups though, and the feeling I'm getting from this, like if you look, like there's like a mirror down here, it's almost like the other two are mirrored from the ones on up top in this beautiful water scene here. And then we have our like clams or oysters down here. And they're just down there. It's almost like they're daydreaming. They're kind of stuck down here in their own heads, daydreaming about coulda, woulda, shoulda, daydreaming, almost like I'm getting this sense of heartbreak, like recovery, like it could never happen again, like a loss. It's like they've buried themselves and they just like, oh, that was a nice fleeting thought, or that was a nice moment in the sun, and it could never happen again, or it could never, it'll just, I don't want to go through another loss like that. Some feel like it's, it's like a lesson learned. Like I don't, it's like it hurt so much I couldn't bear it again. And maybe right now you can't, but I'm hearing that saying it's better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all. And that's so true. We spend so much time in our culture, in our society, in this day and age, perpetuating and circulating hate. Hate, that word alone. Remember, guys, your words are powerful. Your words hold so much more weight than any striking hand could ever cause. If you are struck and something happens and you experience physical pain, when you're done with that experience, you'll remember that it happened. In most cases, some cases, if you don't block it out entirely, you'll remember that it happened. You'll remember that it was painful, but you don't re-experience the actual physical pain itself. Your emotional damage, your emotional scars, the words you've heard, the words you've said, the emotions you felt from the words you've heard, the words you've said. Man, I'm hearing, once you've heard it, you can't unhear it, You relive that emotion. Every bit of that pain, you relive it. And that's why your words are so powerful and they matter so much. Just be mindful of your words and be mindful of your space, be mindful of your heart, be mindful of your energetic field. I very much believe in the power of three. I very much believe that, our very own thoughts, our very own, all the little words we say, you put them out there and you think they don't mean anything. Like I was just talking about, how our culture, we're like, oh, I hate that. I can't believe it. We're so down on ourselves. We're Debbie Downers. We will say the word hate so much and not think twice about it, but really cringe when we try to use the word love or hear the word love. Like perpetuate that instead. Perpetuate self-love. when you start finding yourself thinking negatively, turn it around. Like, catch yourself. Like, don't be mad at yourself for it, because again, we're talking about self-love here. So, you know, just recognize that you had a thought, and we're going to honor it, but we're also going to flip the script on it. Find the silver lining. There is always one. There is always a silver lining. Become positive with it. Become positive with your intentions. I see so many people on YouTube who are like, you know, everyone says, you know, you need to, like, you know, I always say vibrate in the state that you wish to create. And that is my own little saying there. But it's so, people don't know how to. That's how you start. That's how you start. Vibrate in the state you wish to create. And eventually it becomes second nature. Eventually it becomes, you won't even really have the negative thoughts anymore. You won't even want to. And when you start vibrating in the state that you wish to create, you become that state. And then all the joy and wonder and all like the dreams that you have, like they will come to you. You won't have to hunt for a thing. You won't have to chase a thing. It will be magnetized to you. And the same is in reverse. If you're constantly, you know, hating on yourself, constantly perpetuating that kind of verbiage, that kind of language in your everyday conversations, then expect that that's what's going to magnetize right back into your life. Don't let it. Change it. Flip the script. Vibrate in a new state. And watch how fast your life turns around. Watch how you won't be struggling it at all. It will be a total timeline jump, a total shift in your reality. That's what manifestation is. It's not sitting around and, you know, just saying all the things that you think you're supposed to say. It's actually embodying that belief system. It is embodying, like, if I say something negative about myself, then I flip the script and I find something good about myself and really focus on that. That is the new state that I'm vibrating in. And it gets easier and easier with every passing day. If you guys had seen me a year ago, I don't even recognize that girl. That girl was vacant. That girl was a shell of who I am today after years of therapy. Now, albeit I did get out of a really rough emotional situation, and it took a minute, but it's only a year later, and I am already the beautiful soul that I knew I could be, and I can't wait to see where I am this time next year. So with this Four of Cups, I know that was rather lengthy, and I'm sorry. Just, it's time to stop daydreaming, or maybe daydream in a different state, and a state of positivity and possibility. So then your next card, which is their Queen of Cups. I'm so happy to see this for you guys. This is my ultimate baddies out here. This is my queens. And remember, in tarot, there is no gender, so take this how it resonates. But these are my nurturers. These are my fellow light workers. These are my soul healers. These are my intuitives. These are my kindred spirits. These are my fellow queens out there. It's all right there within you. You know it, you see it, you feel it. You just don't believe it's there for you yet, and you're searching for it. Now the Three of Cups, I love this one. It's so beautiful. This is your this is playful energy. Look at these fish dancing around that Three of Cups. You know, three symbolizes, three symbolizes community. Three symbolizes friendship. Three symbolizes guidance, love. It's playful. It's so beautiful. This is you. This is your nature. And then the Seven of Cups. You know, this is, like, if you look at this right side up, this would be you. And you've got all of these, like, you're sitting on all this emotional potential direction that you could go. But look at all these options up there. People think they like to have a whole bunch of options, a whole lot of things to choose from, but how confusing does it become? How much longer does it take to make the right decision when you are presented with 9 different possibilities, 9 different choices? And then you get all up in your head. I don't know, but I do. I get all up in my head, and then I'm like, I start panicking. What if I make the wrong decision? What if I make the wrong decision? And the universe is telling you, with you in this in reverse, stop it. Get out of that head. Tick away all the ones that will not serve you. Tick away all the ones that cast any bit of shadow or doubt in your mind. Get them off your list and really only focus on the 1 or 2 that are going to serve your soul's purpose, that are going to help you manifest, that are going to help you timeline shift or jump. Focus on those things. Focus on the people in your life that really matter, that help elevate you, that help support you. And, you know, you're going to go through this. I went through this where I found myself very alone. I had no friends. I had no family. I had no one. It was just me, myself, and I needed that because it forced me to have to learn more about myself, to dig deep, to pick apart all those shadows. That's what shadow work is, by the way. It's not evil or scary. It's shining a light on all those cobwebs, crevices, and corners that have been holding on, like have not been receiving any light. The stuff we push deep down, way down deep inside, that stuff that we don't want to look at because we're too afraid to. But remember this, and I'm hearing this now, there is nothing to fear but fear itself, and I promise you that's true. We are more afraid of the unknown. We are more afraid of the potentials, the what ifs, than any possibility that ever actually could be. And I promise, whatever it is, you will survive it. You can survive it. You will survive it. You'll get through it. Bigger, better, stronger. I'm just picturing Rocky at the top of the stairs after he put in all that work, all that hard work. And it's your time to do that. It's your time to focus on your shadows. Shine the light on them. You are a light worker. Shine that light. Just do it. Just start. And I know that mountain seems awfully high. I know it. I've been there. I'm still doing it. But every journey begins with a single step. And I firmly believe, and I'm with all the quotes today, I don't know what this is, but, you know, I firmly believe that, you know, I've been saying this for years now. Anything worth having, you don't obtain without putting in the work for. Anything worth having. If it was given to you and you came across it easily, you're not going to appreciate it. You're not going to honor it because there's no memory or appreciation for all the literal blood, sweat, and tears that went into the very thing that you created, the wish fulfillment, the dream fulfillment. If you just came across it without any fucking work at all, then you'll throw it away just as easily. And maybe it just wasn't meant for you, and that's fine, but I'm telling you, take a single step. Take a single step. Make that leap. And every day it will get easier. I promise you. You know, I'm seeing down here, you know, because this is a second pull down here, this 3 of Swords. I am so sorry. This 3 of Swords looks and feels, and I'm starting to well up again, and that's the divine telling me I am tapping into someone who has been fucking through it. Oh, I'm sorry. I am tapping into someone who has been through it. You have been so hurt, and it just so like, and I can connect with this so easily because it did seem to fucking come out of nowhere, and you're left standing there going, what? Why? Like, what? You would not have anticipated that at all. So I'm like, from one kindred spirit to another, I am so sorry that you went through that, because you are a beautiful soul and you didn't deserve that, but you will rise from it. I promise. The Ace of Pentacles in here. Ooh, that one got me. I'm sorry. I always say this too. People love the fact that I am sensitive, but they don't like the fact that I'm just sensitive in general. And Can't have one without the other, babe. Sorry. You get what you get with me. And I'm an empath 100%. So when I'm tapping into this energy, whoa, I really feel it so strongly. You have the Ace of Pentacles here. Now the Ace suit is the embodiment of the entire suit. It holds all of the energy. It holds all the possibility. The Ace of Pentacles, Pentacles is like the physical realm, all things money related, all things, just, you know, like the things that we find beautiful in the physical realm. But if you look here, it's almost like, you know, how do we, and actually, this is actually confirmation of everything I was just saying. You don't get that big, strong tree out there, that big, strong, beautiful oak tree, without first a single seed being planted. It starts from a single seed. It starts from a single step. Take it, plant it, water it, nourish it, honor it, and it'll be yours. This is the universe's way of saying, step out, do it. Embody it. I promise you, I will be here with you every step of the way. And on that note, I am compelled to ask, you know, I know this is my first video. I will put up more, but please like and subscribe. Leave a comment if this is reaching anyone, if this is helping anyone. You know, if you feel so compelled to, if you feel like, you know, contributing to the channel at all, it will only help me put more out, and I would really appreciate it, because I feel like there's somebody out there who needs these messages. I feel like, you know, I got this Strength card out here. And I always love this too. Like, I love the sun, you know, this Leo that is, you know, that's the sun god himself, you know, and get very strong connection with the sun itself, that sun energy, and just the embodiment. You know, there's the rose there. I don't know if you guys know this, because I used to, you know, really kind of get like, oh, my favorite flower is the rose. I love flowers, by the way, but my favorite flower is the rose. So I don't know if roses are significant to anyone, but I don't know if you guys know this. I did look it up one day, because I'm all about my research and growing and expanding my mind. I couldn't understand why. I mean, it seems so tacky to be a girl who likes roses, right? Like, that's just so cliche, you know? But so I looked it up one day. Roses vibrate at a much higher frequency than even we do with healing. They're like their own little batteries. And so there's a reason why I am drawn to the roses themselves. But this lion has that rose in their mouth. It's like, if you don't feel it yet, let me be your lion until you can really embody this. This is here for you. This is, you know, this is you. You are strength. You are capable of more than you give yourself credit for. You know, that sunshine is like, think about when you're standing out in the sun and you're soaking up those, I mean, I'm in the Northern Hemisphere. I'm in the, you know, Northeastern United States. And, you know, we go through some pretty, I mean, not like the harshest of winters, but, you know, we go months without really a lot of sunshine. We're a lot of vitamin D deprived individuals up here. a lot of seasonal depression effectives up here. But it allows us to really appreciate the sunshine a whole lot more than those who just get it all the time, who don't understand what it's like to really be without it. And again, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, you have to have that yin yang energy. You can't have one without the other, and you have to kind of go through one to appreciate the other. But imagine if you understand this, then that first spring day that really feels like winter's spell is broken, and you're standing out in the sun and it's raining down on your face, and you just feel revitalized. You feel like it just kind of sinking into your pores, and just you feel like you're waking up. Like spring is about waking up. It's the end of that desolate cycle. It's the end of that being asleep state. It's the end of that red pill or that blue pill state. If that resonates with you, if you know, if you know what I'm talking about, then it's time to take the red pill. It's time to uncover the mask of this fucking matrix. It is time to wake up, and you have the strength to do so. I know I just rambled there, but sometimes, you know, you get in that flow state and you just start yapping, and all of a sudden it becomes clear. That's why journaling works so well for so many people. You just start writing, and then all of a sudden it becomes clear. what it is you're all hung up on about in the first place, what it is that you have to figure out. Embody the sun, embody the Leo energy, embody that healing of the rose. He's bringing you that rose. Your spirit guides are with you. Universe is with you. Universe, God, Allah, whatever you want to call them. They're with you. They're taking your hand. You can do this. You haven't started yet is the sense that I'm getting, though. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. That's what the purpose of this is to encourage you to plant those seeds. Now you've got the Six of Pentacles in reverse. It's like you haven't planted that seed yet. You've not watered anything yet. You've had this, who am I, kind of thought. You've had this, deserved every bit of what I got. Or you've had this, like, maybe I just don't have the strength, right? The strength card. Maybe I don't have the strength to carry on or move forward or make this any better. Or I don't have the know-how. I don't have the will. There is not a thing you can't learn out there now. We have the whole world's information at our fingertips. Use it. Find what matters to you. Find what speaks to you. Find what opens up your soul. And when you do, you will start vibrating naturally in the state that you wish to create. You have to start planting the seeds first. Sit down, journal, write about whatever it is that brings you bliss, brings you joy. At the end of every day, write down a list of, even if it's just one thing, make a list every night of the things that you are thankful for. And then once or twice a week, sit down and reread what you wrote, because we'll always forget. I can't tell you how many times I've written a journal entry and I've gone back to read them a week later, 2 weeks later, a month later, months later down the line, and what my months ago self, my past self wrote, struck me like a bell when I read it in today's timeline. Something that I wouldn't have even picked up on, that seemed so insignificant when I was writing it, but meant something so much to me in this current timeline. It all matters. Nothing happens by accident. We don't think anything by accident. We don't live anything by accident. We don't experience anything by accident. It is all in divine timing. It is all in divine guidance. But we are also co-creators. It is a much deeper concept that is very hard to put into words. We are co-creators, and we can work with the divine. Again, we are from and of the divine itself. We are co-creators. I firmly believe that. I know this to be true. I think I might leave this at this. I think, if I pull this card here, oh, okay, well, maybe you are meant to see this. This is your potential. Look at this. This is the Knight of Wands. This is her just absolutely dancing with her spirit. This is absolutely her embodying all the things that sets her soul free. And again, there is no gender. Take what resonates, take how it, sits with you. She is that wild stallion in the back who is just absolutely free. I keep picturing, all of a sudden I just pictured the movie Spirit with the horses. I don't know if that resonates with you at all. I don't know if you watched that when you were younger. I don't know what that means for you specifically, but the movie Spirit, it's just, or the show Spirit, it's just, she's alive. She's a light with all that beautiful energy. She's starting to take, that's how you're going to feel when you start aligning with your true self, your true nature, your true course. I know that, that's how I experienced it. Once I started aligning with me and what matters to me and really honoring those things and not letting anyone really step into my energy that didn't honor it as well. Which again, I had to go through a lot of time just being alone. And it was so necessary. I'm an extrovert by nature, so it was so necessary. I was using my extroversion as a crutch to not really have to face the inside shadows. But now I'm finding that once I did that, everything else fell away. All the fake people, all of the false, prophets, all these falsehoods fell away, and I was left just on my own. It was almost like I'm picturing, I'm on a stage and I thought I was dancing with this whole chorus, and and all of a sudden the faces go blank out in the audience. I don't know if dancing or show is important to you or matters to you, but all of a sudden You know, I'm left standing on that stage by myself under that spotlight, breathless, having exerted all of this energy that meant nothing, and then the lights go out and I'm completely on my own, in my own shadows. It was tough, but so very worth it. So very worth it. And once I started to come into alignment with my own energy, my own gifts, my own power, this is what it felt like. This is your potential. And it only grows brighter with every day. And now I am magnetizing to me in my own life true love. And I'm not just talking about romantic. I'm magnetizing in my own life genuine friendships for the first time. I'm repairing the relationships that I thought were irreparable. I'm repairing those because I worked on myself and I know how to now, and I'm helping others to repair those things, and it's helping me reconnect with family that I had had a hard time connecting with for a very long time. Other than that, it's all of this new, bright, beautiful energy. I mean, be aware, just be mindful, and always keep that third eye open. Your intuition, your gut never lies. Always keep it open. You know, there are two types of people that come out of trauma and who isn't traumatized these days. There are two types. You have your empaths and you have your narcissists, and they often find themselves together. Be mindful. Be mindful, like really pay attention to who's potentially wearing that mask. They are very charming at first. They want from you what they can't have themselves. They will try and harness it, and then when they realize they can't, they'll try and siphon it. When they realize they can't, they'll try and crush it. They don't just try, they do. Because us little empaths out there think that we can help them. Just love them a little harder. It'll make it all, they'll come around. They'll see, they'll understand. They will not see. They do not see. They don't understand. Something in them was broken, and they allowed it to break. They weren't strong enough, but they see us out here. They see that we are the strength, which just that is the theme for this poll today. We are the strength. Own it, and don't let them take any more of it. Don't let them dim your light anymore. Anybody who's telling you to be smaller. I get this all the time. I'm very loud. I have a lot of energy. Anybody who anymore try, and I used to shrink. My posture got really terrible for a while. I would shrink because I'm not a short girl. I'm not super tall either, but I was never short, and I have a very tall, commanding posture. And my posture just got so weak after a while. My core got so weak after a while, just trying to make myself small. Stop doing that. Those who don't appreciate your strength, your vibrancy, they don't deserve to eat at your table. You can't help everyone. As much as you want to, you can't help everyone. So I'm going to pull one or two last cards today, and these are my, Spirit's cheeky. Rebirth. It's time. It's time to let this old version of you, this old timeline you exist in, to die. It is time to be reborn, like that phoenix rising from the ashes. It's time to be reborn and step into your beautiful new self. You can get there. I would love to help you get there. Comment down below. I would love to help you get there. I would love to have that conversation with you. And then here we go. As I'm saying, let me help you. If you want it, I'm here for you. Growth of energy. Let us grow. Don't shrink anymore. Grow. Let it flourish. It's like picturing, just standing out into a field with your basket of flowers and just like throwing those flowers or picking flowers and just dancing and under the sun. A beautiful spring day, not too hot. Just glorious. Let it grow. I hope this helps somebody out there today, because I know if I were me a year ago, I would have wanted to hear these words. I appreciate you. I love you. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.